They stormed the shop like I was holding her hostage, demanding to know who'd been following my friend. She pointed at me. The officers shouted my name before I could breathe. Customers froze. My manager stepped back like I was contagious, and she just stood there, crying, shaking, eyes locked on me like I'd ruined her entire life. "What did you do to her?" one officer asked. My mouth went dry. Nothing, I didn't. She said you've been stalking her for weeks. My chest cracked open. Shock hit harder than fear. She was my closest friend. The one person I'd defended when everyone else walked away. And now she was looking at me like I was a monster. I should have asked why. I didn't, because I saw something else. Something behind her tears. A flicker of hesitation. A fear that wasn't aimed at me. The officers pulled me outside. People watched, filming, whispering, loving the scandal. My reputation collapsed in minutes. Then he appeared. Her new boyfriend, arms crossed, smug, satisfied. He didn't look shocked. He looked proud. That's when I saw it. A bruise on her wrist. Fading. Hidden. Not well enough. My stomach twisted. Not at her. At him. He stepped closer. "Funny how obsessed you got," he said. Loud enough for officers to hear. Quiet enough to sound rehearsed. I'd seen men like him before. Controlling. Jealous. Terrified of losing power. But accusing her friend of stalking? That was a new level. Still, none of that mattered. Because everything looked bad for me. The officers asked to check my phone, my bag, my messages. I handed everything over. He smiled again, too confident. Then he made one mistake. He whispered, "Told you I'd handle it," thinking no one heard. But I did. And so did the officer beside him. A spark, a shift, a tiny reversal. The officer pulled her aside, asked her one question, just one. "Has he ever stopped you from seeing your friends?" Her face broke, completely. The truth spilled out in pieces, not loud, not dramatic, just quiet enough to crush him. He'd isolated her, tracked her phone, read her messages, deleted mine, then used her fear against her. And last night, he smashed her phone when she tried to leave. The stalking, fabricated, planned, forced. The pointing at me, his hand on her back, digging in, just enough for pain, just enough for obedience. A concrete detail finally surfaced, a recording she didn't know existed. Audio from her cracked phone case, his voice, threatening her, telling her exactly what to say today. The officers heard everything. The shift happened instantly. He was the one in cuffs. Not me, not anymore. She cried as they took him away, cried harder when she saw my face. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't know how to make him stop." I didn't speak, because sometimes forgiveness isn't an answer, it's a boundary. And she pointed at me for the last time that day,